The rail from Magic Mint, who's off the bridle before the home corner. Down on the inside, Predictor being hard ridden. Inimitable is running fourth, a length and a half, just elated, still going up around them okay, nearing the turn, the one they've had a good go at. Over on the inside, Mighty Chance, strung up behind the heels of the tiring Predictor. Then Cyberspace flat to the floorboards, followed by Clark. Now Del Sur's come to the outside with its run as well. At the 250 though, and Inimitable closed in, grabbed the lead. Just elated keeps coming though, and Del Sur down the outside. And here's the grey, Jupiter Rising, just elated. Del Sur, Jupiter Rising, just elated, fighting Jupiter Rising though with Del Sur deep out. They went to the line. Jupiter Rising, the grey Jupiter Rising beat Del Sur or just elated, and Inimitable has run fourth. Fifth Impressive Star, followed home by Cyberspace. Turbo Tyson deep out from Battalion Hill. Mighty Chance, a gap Clark, followed home then by, at the head of the others when they'd pulled up, is Magic Mint. Further back in the field then came Miss Sapphire. Outstretch gave nothing, and Predictor was well beaten before the corner and finished a long last. Well, there were those cheering loudly for Just Elated, who'd set off the course, but it was Jupiter Rising down the outside that nailed it and either Del Sur for second. Waiting for the numbers here. The Neville Parnham train, Jupiter Rising, by Northern Meteor, coming from well off them. Got to run through the middle of the field as they'd fanned and set after Inimitable initially. Just Elated, who was wide covering ground, and also Del Sur, who was putting in its claim. But Jupiter Rising has grabbed them. Number 6. 3-year-old here by Northern Meteor from Silver Seam. Very capable winning daughter of Second Empire, owned by Santo Waliardo, Ron Sayers at Yarradale, and Tony Patrizzi lining up for the Yarradale Stud Yearling Sale this Sunday. An open invitation to all concerned. 36 lots catalogued there, and no doubt a bargain with the Red Kite charity horse as well coming out of that draft. Trained by Neville Parnham and ridden by Brad Parnham, continuing his great form this season. Number 7, Del Sur, second in that photo, and Alfred Nobel had an eye gelding for Bill Gadecki. Trained by Robin Lockwood, ridden by Stephen Parnham, and Just Elated by Fath from Corporate Joy for Sue McLaren, trained by Gary Berger, ridden by Lisa Staples, with Inimitable in 4th place, number 12. 6, 7, 2, 12. A long neck and a nose are the official margins. A long neck by a nose. The winner 23.40, 7.70. Jupiter Rising. Del Sur 370. Just Elated 180. The times 125.21. And a bit of a grind at the back end. 37.52. It's a slowly run last 600 metres. Race 5 on the card, the running of the opening day, Belmont Park, 27 May handicap at 5 after 3. Number 10, Pickup Line, is out there. Number 10, the scratching, 10 to run in race 5 to get the quadrilla underway. Another big weekend with Malibu Style set to run in Melbourne. Down the straight 6 course. Enjoying a very good autumn and winter there, Malibu Style, trained by Neville Parnham, who's just saddled up another winner here at Ascot today with the one at longer odds getting home, Jupiter Rising. He's there with Adam.
Really nice performance there by Jupiter Rising. Neville, we spoke in the preview and went back to the run behind Rich Red when was able to race on speed, and then even mentioned that run behind Santiago Girl. Those form lines look as though they're going to hold up, but this was an improved performance. Showed a nice turn of foot late. He did, yeah. You know, I sort of was in two minds on which way to ride him, but last start, his 2 starts before he went for a spell, he missed the start really badly, and you know, last start was about sort of getting him to jump clean. He'd trialled okay, and when he jumped forward, Brad gave him a dig out the gates, and he really wanted to race a bit hard. But today I just thought, you know, he'd drawn wide again. Perhaps that same thing could happen if he went forward. So the idea was to sort of try and get a bit of cover wherever he could slot in, and from an awkward draw, and he finished up getting back a bit, but he got a nice run up coming into the corner, and he finished off solidly. He's been a horse that's always been green, and obviously he's been a working progress, and again we saw that today even when hitting the front, just stopped a little bit and then had to go again. It was the aggressive riding that helped, but has really improved this prep. Oh, look, he showed good promise last time. There was a bit indifferent his form, but he was a colt then, and now he's a gelding, and he's certainly you know, starting to put it together. And
He's out of a mare that was quite handy, and I think it's I think Chris won on it. Lindsay's got it, won the other last week or the week before. Our Silver Trees, is it? Something like that. Yeah, it's a half relation to that. So I think the family's all right. It's, I think as he sort of learns a bit more, he'll put it together.
Quick comment about Malibu Style this weekend, the chances?
Look, he's had the experience up the straight. 1200 will suit him better, and he galloped very well yesterday morning. Seth reported to me that Craig didn't rode him, and he was really happy with his gallop. So yeah, looking forward to the challenge on the weekend, and another good race he can run in.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Cheers, thanks.
There's Neville Parnham. We'll grab winning jockey now, Brad Parnham as well. And Brad, there was a fair bit of speed through those early stages. You had to come around them at the top of the straight, but he did let down quite quickly.
Yeah, he let down pretty good. Didn't give me the easiest of rides early. He was pulling a little bit, but I was just having a chat to Dad earlier before the race, and we said we tried to go forward last start, and it just didn't really work out. Didn't finish off, so it was my plan to settle him today. And yeah, I was coming to the corner. He was travelling a lot better than I expected, and when I got him out into the clear, he really let down good.
Still, it looked a little bit green when he hit the front today as well.
Yeah, a little bit green. You know, these are maidens, these horses, so they're not used to getting out in front and winning or anything. So there's probably a fair little bit of improvement to come from him. But yeah, I was just happy to get the win.
We spoke to Fred a little bit earlier about his chances on the weekend in the Roma Cup. He has 4 of them. You're riding one of them. Excited about that opportunity?
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty excited to get on one of his. You know, he's a great trainer, and I think we should be a good chance. But in saying that, it's a very strong race, so you know, it'll be an exciting day, I think, and hopefully with a bit of luck we can win.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Thanks, mate.
There's winning jockey Brad Parnham aboard a Jupiter Rising, taking out race number 4 here at Ascot.